I see it. What are you trying to represent?
These two stars on
What are you
that flag?
representing?
Yeah, what's on the flag, guy?
Stars, stripes.
Nope.
Blood and bandages.
Nope.
Blood and bandages.
Look at the flag.
I see
it. Are those stars there?
No, it's
those are the logos of corporations.
Why don't you hold that up instead of making people like veterans drive by and see that?
Look, man, I just spoke to a former Guantanamo guard this week. There are veterans who support what we're doing out here.
I might support what you're doing if you didn't have that fucking flag on the ground.
Why is that more upsetting to you than the lives of actual human beings being tortured? Why is that more important?
Because I almost lost my life fighting for that fucking flag.
Why is the symbol more important than human beings?
It's not.
Then why are you so
Raise it up. Raise it up. I thought it was an American flag on the ground. Raise it up and show the corporate symbols.
Look, we have been doing that for the last 38 weeks, but people have not been upset enough about people actually being tortured. The only thing that people get upset about is the fact that that freaking flag is on the ground. You know how freaking frustrating that is?
Raise it up so people can see the symbols then.
We have, but you know what? Nobody at all stops out here to give a shit about actual human beings.
I give a shit about actual human beings. I really do.
But
believe me, I've got plenty of brothers that are fucking dead because of fighting for that flag. I give a shit about human beings.
You didn't fight for the flag, though.
You're fighting for a piece of fabric instead of
humans. It represents our country. It represents everything I stand for.
I understand.
I don't like it on the ground.
Okay.
And when you have it like that, nobody can tell that there's no stars on that flag.
I got you. I know.
Okay.
What?
And when you cover your face and wave bye-bye, that's all smart-ass shit. That's not advancing your purpose at all.
Well, sure, but neither is driving off and being indifferent about this.
I didn't drive off, did I?
No, but for the okay. Have you ever driven by this vigil before? Is this
no, I never have.
Okay. All right. Well, the general feeling that we have out here is that nobody cares because we've been doing this for a very, very long time. And
there's only a lot of people that care, brother. There's a lot of people that care, and I support your right to do this. I do. I completely support your right to do this.
Do you understand?
But you can't have that flag on the ground like that because it looks like stars and stripes.
I know, and it was stars and
to a guy like me, a veteran, you just can't. It dishonors all of us.
Well, are you familiar with the Vietnam veterans against the war flipping the flags upside down?
I am.
And you think that's okay, but not having it on the ground?
I don't think our flag should ever be on the ground.
But flipping it upside down would be okay?
No, I don't think that's okay either. I think flying it upright or showing your corporate sponsors or your corporate things that you're against that support torture and whatever you're trying to say here, it's fine. Don't have it on the ground like that, brother. You can't.
Well,
it makes me want to just...
I know, you want to tear my head off, but...
No, I don't. I don't. I want to explain to you my position on this. I don't want to tear your head off. I swear to God I don't. I've done enough of that in my life.
Hey, get that flag off the ground!
That's what I'm...
No, thank you.
It's not a flag.
I hear what you're saying, and we've only been doing this. We've only had the flag on the ground for the last 3 weeks.
You see the emotion that you're stirring up?
Yes, I do. And I think it's very ironic that the only way that the emotion is being stirred up is because the flag is on the ground, because the symbol is being defaced, and not because this right here, you know, like, why is this not important? Why is
you and I can have a debate about that any day.
Yeah, sure, and we could about the flag as well. But the thing is that the higher priority on people's lists is the flag, you know? It's not this.
I mean, all right, I get what you're saying.
So,
I get what you're saying.
I know that you do.
But you're doing it the wrong way. Brother, you're doing it the wrong way.
Prior to this,
at least getting you to stop, though, right? At least getting you to stop talking to us?
Yeah. Don't cover your faces either. If you're making a statement, you can't cover your face.
He's covering his face because he's told that. I mean, I've got a hood on because I'm representing a detainee, and that's what they force him to wear, is the hoods. So I'm out here representing something that's deliberately.
Let me ask you this real quick. Look at my boy in the car. Sure. All right. I'm making a spectacle of myself already in front of him. Okay. I just got my heart going about 1,000,000 miles an hour. Okay. Do you agree that there are some detainees that deserve to be there?
Yes.
There's some that don't.
There's a lot that don't.
There's people probably in the Polk County Jail that don't deserve to be there, or in Correctionville, or Coroville, or...
Yeah, but I mean, these people have been there for 9 years. They've been tortured. I've spoke to a former Guantanamo guard who contacted me just this week to express his support for what we're doing out here. And he flew himself out to Europe to personally apologize to 2 of the former detainees. So I know, I mean, from him, from somebody who's actually been there.
That's fair.
That
you can't make a statement with our flag. You can't. I mean, you can, but that's what makes making me and the guy that just flipped you off and the people that are honking and what.
Before we did this,
we figured out a better way?
Yes, we visited over 100 churches, offered to give a presentation for free about this issue because we wanted to have person-to-person conversation. Almost every single church rejected it. Only one church allowed us to give a presentation, and it was all because the topic was torture. And so we've tried ways that are polite. We've done this for the last 3 years now, and it's only been the last 3 weeks that we decided, it's finally gotten to this point that the only way that we can get people's attention is the flag on the ground. I know you don't agree, but
No.
I just want to let you know my reason.
I want to take that flag with me. Really, really bad. Take it off the ground, please.
I don't want to take it off the ground.
I know you don't want to.
I know.
Maybe you're really that desperate in your cause that you have to put our flag on the ground?
I think that human beings are more important than symbols, and I think that
I would agree.
Is an important
I would
point
agree.
to make. I think that this point isn't made any more realistically than having this here right now. I mean, it draws such anger out of people, and I think it's amazing that anger only comes out because of the symbol.
It's not only anger though, dishonor.
It's anger about what you perceive as dishonor.
Dishonor. You're dishonoring me to have that on the ground.
Well, I don't.
Now that I see this Visa and McDonald's and Verizon,
I got you. Yeah.
not so much. I mean, I get your point. But when I drove by, I saw some. If that would have been an American flag,
then you would
we'd have been done. We'd have been done right now. All four of us would have been done. Okay, so please. Wave your corporate symbols around.
We've been doing that for 3 weeks. I'm telling you, I think we're not going to come to an agreement here. I mean, because I've been doing this for so long, you've been doing. I mean, you believe that flag should be upright for so long, and I don't think that we're going to come to an agreement right now about this. But you're welcome to stop out another time and talk about it further. I don't want to delay you. We videotape every week because there's people who come out and threaten us. Prior to this flag even being on the ground, there's people that come out.
I would never threaten you for that's the whole reason most of us veterans go to war,
Well,
is
you
to protect
understand why
our
the flag is, why the camera is on.
I do.
So, yeah.
But most of us believe in America and you're right to do this, and you know, you may be right about terrorists and detainees. I don't know. You may be right. I wasn't there.
I've done a lot of looking into it, a lot of different perspectives.
And I would be happy to die to defend your right to protest. I have an issue with that. That's a big issue with that. Figure out another way, please, from the bottom of my
The
heart.
point is, it wouldn't matter even if it was the real American flag. This shows the truth on the situation of the nation. That our nation is run by corporations who pay off government officials.
But it's also run by veterans like me that fought and had people die to protect your right to do this. If we were in a communist country, you'd be arrested.
I think that's an illusion.
Okay?
Sure.
If we were in an Islamic country, you'd be arrested for
don't
protesting against the government.
I don't know what war you fought. We have a veteran that comes out here with us usually. His name's Elton Davis, and he comes out here and supports us even with this
I fought in
flag is
3
on the ground.
conflicts, man.
I mean, I don't think that we need to compare stats on. I mean, I don't know what Elton's done. I don't know his record off the top of my head, but anyway.
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is,
some veterans support this.
I totally.
You don't.
I support your right to do this.
I got you, but
I don't support that.
sure.
I have a huge
I know,
problem.
but you're not the only veteran, and I mean, there are other veterans who believe that this is okay. If it's a good way of making a point.
It's not though.
I know you don't think it is. Thanks for stopping by. I know that you didn't get what you wanted.
No, it has nothing to do with what I wanted. It has to do with, I don't know.
Dishonoring
You feel like
the
this guy's
symbol.
being disrespected, the person you're here representing?
Yes.
That's an even bigger
For
disrespect.
9 years.
It's not bigger to us.
It's not. I mean,
No.
when a 22-year-old peanut farmer dies
But it's
in
not
Afghanistan,
it's not us, it's the millions of veterans that have fought for that.
It's
To
not every
me, what's
veteran.
more
though.
dishonorable is what we're doing to them.
Who's weird?
Not
You?
a piece of fabric.
The
on
country.
You say weird.
The country, the
Well, you're
symbol
involved
was
in the
there.
country. You're part of the country.
Yeah, I am.
We're saying that we disagree with the Obama administration, the Bush administration.
We have to agree to disagree then. Just, please. If we get one thing out of this,
I'll think about it.
think of a different way.
We'll talk about
All
it.
right?
We've been doing it a different way for a very long time.
Because I don't want to see that video show up on the news. Something worse happening than me just talking to you. And that's not a threat. I'm just saying there's people out there that I came up here
Oh
shaking.
yeah, there was a guy who came out here and said, "Yeah, to string us up like niggers." That's what he said.
You know,
That was a few weeks ago.
that's not everybody though. You know, everybody feels a different way. Everybody's got a different perspective. That's why the country's so great. That's what we're fighting and dying for.
Thanks for stopping out.